So now you know what prop drilling is and also get some idea that you have to use some way like context API or maybe some framework which makes the states available in different areas of application. As I was talking about a sample application, here is the output. Let's go through the app first and understand how does it work. I have created a sample application here. We have three components, the purchase, cart and the total component. What I am trying to do here is whenever I select, let's say, a product from the drop down, it adds the value to the cart and also it adds total in the total component. Let me also select some other value, let's say oranges. Then it adds that value to the cart and the total is added here. Remember, I am not giving add to cart button or not trying to change the cart because our focus is on understanding how we implement the context API. So my exact plan is that I'm going to make this total as a global value using the context API. At the moment, what you see is there are three components, but actually I have placed everything inside app.js only. I just want that we go through the coding first, and in the next phase, we will convert that into a component-based application where I will be using the props object to pass the data. So let's check the coding as well. Here you see that I have the app.js file where I have written some code. Let me quickly go through it. Here is the data, that is the product data. So this array is filled in the drop down. I also have the cart state, which is actually an array of objects which contains the data added to the cart on a click of drop down. And total is again another value which keeps the total of all the prices. This is the coding which you can easily understand, as we have seen various ways of handling events, so that should not be a problem. And here I have the coding of each component. So the purchase component where I am just displaying all the products in a drop down, the cart component where I am trying to add the items depending on the selection, and the total component which shows the total. So cart and the total, these two are values which are getting updated on every click of drop down. This is the CSS which I am using for giving the borders and some basic designing. This very code I am attaching to the resources also, so you can have a look at it. You can configure the same way. In the next chapter, I am going to create the components for cart and total. So this code which you see right now is in app.js only, but we will convert that into component based architecture. So let's move to the next chapter.